Today, we'll be talking about the best movies of all time. It's none of these movies. These movies are all garbage. So we have a real top 10. Number one, The Emoji Movie. I cannot believe The Emoji Movie was left off of Best Movies list. I think, they really don't understand the greatness and true quality of The Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie has unforgettable characters including Zine, Jailbreak, High Five, and Smiley. Smiley is, of course, obviously the top five villains of all time. And I can't believe, the critics said this got 6% because we all know the Emoji Movie has impacted so many lives, especially little kids. They love this movie. It made $4 billion worldwide. Number two, we have Cats. Cats truly has the best CGI, best graphics, and best singing of all characters of all movies. It has Taylor Swift in it, for crying out loud. And if you do not like this movie, you hate Taylor Swift, and automatically you're dumb because you don't like Taylor Swift and you don't like Cats. Cats has some of the best storytelling and characters in all movies. I cannot believe that these Oscars now made that Korean movie with Best Picture when we all know truly the greatest movie of all time. Cats, so obviously number one movie. The yeah. Number three, number three best movies of all time is Batman and Robin, an absolute classic. You have the great lines like from great acting from Arnold Schwarzenegger. You have Poison Ivy in this movie. Also, I believe Robin's in this movie and Batman. We all know George Clooney's the greatest Batman of all time. There's no disputing that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, his role in the film is a classic. As well. This is way better than the Avengers, any of those movies. At least they'll understand comedy whatsoever, and they'll understand a classic superhero movie. Definitely top three superhero movies of all time. Definitely. Number four, Dragon Ball Evolution, of course. Truly the best anime adaptation of all time. Goku, he's such a great character. They translated him out pretty well. The only problem is they forgot about, Frieza, of course. But who needs him? We got Piccolo in the movie. So yeah. Also, all the acting in this movie is, amazing. Goku sort of turned Super Saiyan in this movie, but I digress. We can't have everything in this movie, obviously. This movie, so I don't understand how they didn't give this movie a sequel already, because, this is obviously truly one of the movies of all time. Acting, performances, the characters, and everything is so great. And of course, the critics are so stupid they give this masterpiece a 15%. Of course, the critics, they think that movies like The Dark Knight are good. Who likes that movie? Okay, who likes The Dark Knight? I haven't heard a single person who said The Dark Knight was a good movie. So, except for the critics, because again, Warner Bros. Has been paying the critics to give Dark Knight good reviews and Dragon Ball Evolution bad reviews. So number five is Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Obviously, truly one of the best movies of all time. We all know Michael Bay. He's the greatest director of all time. If you disagree with that, that's your opinion's clearly wrong. I cannot believe that only 20% of critics like this movie because it has the best action scenes in all of film. It has the best characters. I like the fact that Optimus Prime, fights Megatron in this movie. That's truly one of the best moments in cinema history. Cannot believe that people didn't like this movie. It's just stupid. It makes no sense. Okay, it's one of the best movies of all time. It makes no sense. Okay, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, obviously one of the best movies of all time. Number six, Captain Marvel. Specifically, 2019 film. Obviously, this is truly the greatest superhero movie of all time. If you disagree with me, your opinion is clearly wrong. Of course, it's actually second to Morbius. Actually, third to Morbius and Batman and Robin, obviously. The truly classic superhero movies that everybody loves. But Captain Marvel, incredible acting performance by Brie Larson, obviously. Really great CGI. It really shows that CGI has evolved over the years. And the fact that, people said this movie was awful because the movie starred a woman, it just shows that people are really sexist and racist in today's society and cannot accept true filmmaking, true characters, okay? truly one of the best movies of 2019, obviously. If you disagree with me, your opinion is clearly wrong. So yeah, number 7. Number 7, Lightyear, of course. The best Toy Story film of all time, obviously. Even, Buzz Lightyear, he's such a great and an amazing hero, obviously. You know, everybody knows that this movie made $4 billion at the box office, But the critics were saying, oh, this movie wasn't as good as Toy Story. Well, okay, those movies are overrated. Okay, the Lightyear is the most underrated film in the Toy Story series, obviously. Okay, and of course, let's forget the best moment of the movie was the two women kiss. Obviously, the truly top 10 cinema moments for me. Society has progressed so much further because two women kiss in the movie. First we finally get female protagonists in movies, and now we finally get women kissing in the movie. So of course, best movie of all time. Also, Zurg is such a great villain. He's way better than Darth Vader. Who the hell is Darth Vader anyways? He's such a bad villain, obviously. Truly this movie is a historic movie, and definitely the best ever movie of 2022. There was another movie about some cat and some wolf. No one watched that, obviously. It made like $2, and everybody forgot about it really, really quickly. So yeah. Number 8, I think. Number 8 is Twilight, obviously. Best movie of 2008, obviously. 2008 was a pretty mediocre year for movies. You had stuff like complete garbage movies that year. You have The Dark Knight. Who likes that movie? Of course, Warner Bros., obviously paying the critics to give that movie a good score. We also had, WALL-E. Who'd want to watch a movie about a freaking robot? That's such boring movie. Okay, but Twilight, of course, is truly one of the best movies of all time. It has great acting, great characters. It's based off one of the best-selling books of all time. Obviously, you have of course characters that are very beloved to this day. Obviously, and of course, if you don't like this movie, there's clearly something wrong with you. Obviously, you can't understand true cinema. As well. And yeah, obviously one of the best movies ever made. If you have a different opinion, you're wrong. Obviously. Number 9, The Last Jedi. Of course, finally, it's something me and the critics can agree on. Obviously, totally, the best movie of 2017. Obviously, it's way better than all those garbage movies like Wonder Woman. Okay, who wants to watch a Wonder Woman movie? Who wants to watch Guardians of the Galaxy? No, we have to watch the best Star Wars movie of all time. Okay, The Last Jedi advanced the Star Wars universe so much. It introduces such great characters like Rose Tico. I think everybody loves Rose Tico to this very day. I don't know what sort of people are talking about. Rose Tico, of course, is clearly the greatest Star Wars character of all time. Luke had a very great performance in this movie, obviously. Rey, of course, is obviously the greatest heroine of all time. And if you don't like Rey, you really are stupid. You really are sexist and racist if you don't like Finn and Rey. Truly the best characters of all time in Star Wars. And of course, Rey died in the movie because he got too old. Obviously, truly Star Wars: The Last Jedi is such an amazing movie. If you have a different opinion than me, then you're wrong, obviously, because The Last Jedi is truly the greatest movie of all time. Number 10. And now let's finish off with the greatest movie of all time, obviously. Of course, we had to not forget about the greatest movie of all time, Morbius. It has the best acting, best characters, best scenes, okay? When Morbius said it's Morbin time, that was when everybody said, of course, we got to put the highest grossing movie of all time on the list, obviously. Morbius made, $1 more billion, of course, made so much money that, all theaters shut down for a week, which is why I see the propaganda that Morbius made no money, because everybody went to see this movie so quickly and so easily that the theaters had to all shut down worldwide, okay? And, this was a real thing that happened, obviously. The CGI was amazing. The plot was amazing. Morbius becoming a vampire. Of course, truly the best plot of all time. Of course, Morbius made for like $6 more billion at the very end of its box office run. After they had to reopen the theaters for the plebs who wanted to watch the Sonic movie, which made like $2 at the box office. Obviously, it paled in comparison to Morbius' massive gross. But again, of course, truly the movie of all time. But yeah, obviously, these are the top 10 movies of all time. Obviously, this is a very true, interesting list. Oh, April Fool's Day. This video is all a prank. Gotcha.